Yo, what's up guys? Cory Sandhagen here. Welcome to another instructional. Today guys, I wanted to go over striking for MMA, okay? I wanted this to be an instructional that covers how to be a striker and how to approach an MMA fight. I know that a lot of you guys are fans of mine because you guys like my striking, but that doesn't come without having really good defensive obviously defensive wrestling, but also having preventative things that not a lot of people know about that happens long before the wrestling shot and the wrestling starts to occur, and how to just do all of that better. So we talk a lot about defensive movements or defensive attacks, which are just preventative things that make it so that wrestlers that want to get close to you have to think about some pretty scary things before doing so. We talk about our own offensive attacks. We talk about setting space, keeping space so that you don't need to be this guy that runs around on his bike all the time. You can be the guy that's also dangerous by setting his space, setting his position, being able to attack, what types of attacks to throw against a wrestler, and then also some good takedown defense for the head inside, the head outside, and of course the double, how to do all that, how to cut hands, break hands, a couple ways to get up, or at least the most reliable and easiest ways just to get back to your feet if that's the game plan and the strategy is just to keep it in the striking world. We talk about a little bit of offensive wrestling used in a non-committed way so that you don't just get bullied around the cage, because that can be a very challenging thing to have to deal with. Being the striker is just not having any say in where the fight takes place as far as close to the cage, center of the cage, and all of that stuff. We approach a lot of these things in the clinch that I really think are important, that because I've had to learn striking later in life and not like grew up since 6 and had to practice, I know that a lot of people are teaching this in a way that is really hard for us that haven't been doing it our whole lives to understand. So I want to break down a few things in the clinch, how to clear ties, how to do things a little bit better that, like I said, I think get overlooked from a lot of other instructors just because they've been doing it their entire life. So I hope that you guys appreciate the instructional. I hope that you guys learn a bunch from it. Like I said, I wanted to make it really inexpensive for you guys so that you guys can at least have some type of strategy and things to think about going into your guys' next MMA fights, or if you're just a hobbyist and you want to learn, I want it to be mega helpful. Peace. Let's get into the instructional.